All right, what's going on, guys? So listen, you guys know I love to do on-location interviews. We have an exclusive here. First of all, I got to thank the Paramount Plus Hotel for allowing us to be here in this beautiful lobby. We appreciate them all. This right here is very special to me. So, years ago, decades ago, these two gentlemen right here, part of a band called the Freddy Jones Band, created a song, In a Daydream. It was a hit. It was a hit to this day, but something happened with NASA, and we're going to get into that, and their lives have changed for obviously the better. And I want to introduce you to the two guys we're going to talk to tonight. I got my man, Rich Ross, not the boss, but the boss tonight.
You're the boss.
You're the boss, right?
The original
my man,
boss.
Marty Lloyd, a.k.a. Pink Floyd. We got to call you
There
Pink
it
Floyd
is.
Lloyd. I got to say
Hey.
that. Gentlemen, how you
knew it
doing
was
today? I love you guys. Thank you. Pleasure to be with you.
You too.
So, first of all, a big congratulations. Doing what you love to do, creating music and have fans around the world loving your music, alternative rock. Let's talk about what happened recently. Artemis II went up to the moon, and out of nowhere, they have any song to listen to and choose from in the world, and your song was being played on the moon crater. Tell me about that story when you first got that call and found out about this.
It started on a Friday afternoon. I was at lunch with a friend in Nashville, and I started getting a bunch of text messages, and I kept looking at them, and it said, they're playing In a Daydream in space. And then I set the phone down. I thought, wow, that's kind of weird. And then I got another one, and I looked up at it, and it said, how does it feel to be played in space? And I text Marty, and I was like, dude, is something going? I thought someone was playing a joke on me.
Yeah.
I didn't have the numbers. And then Marty's messaging me back, and he's like, I can't. Did you get a message as well?
Yeah, he texted me, and I'm hanging out with a couple friends, and I hold my phone up. I'm like, hey, what do you make of this?
Yeah.
It was April 3rd, and
Did
I
you
thought
think it was a joke? Like
Yes.
I thought it was April Fool's, and I'm like, that's the laziest April Fool's joke. Or someone saw an old, couple-day-old April Fool's
Yeah.
or whatever, and I thought, I almost fell off my chair. I'm
Yep.
like, this is, you got to be kidding me. And then he sends me the NASA tweet.
No, I get the NASA tweet, and I'm like in shock.
Yeah.
And I said to him, you're never going to believe this. And I sent him the tweet.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is going on?
And then it was ABC News and the BBC. They just started
So when
flowing
they
in.
called you,
And then
you knew.
all of a sudden, it was like people were sending videos of themselves watching their TV screens,
Yep.
CNN and nightly news, and
Yeah.
I knew, like, I'm texting him. I'm like, hey, I think this might be kind of a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
This it's funny because I had a friend in London, and he said, I got a message from him. It said, I am in the lobby of the hotel. He was on tour over there. And he said, they are talking about your band on CNN. And I was just like, we couldn't believe it because, ironically, we just had a meeting in Nashville before this
Yeah.
with our agent trying to say, hey, what's something that we could do, well, without breaking the law to bring a little attention to the band.
Yeah.
He's like, guys, we got to get creative here. Something needs to happen to, like, juice this thing up. And I'm thinking, well,
Yeah.
how's that work for you?
Let me tell you something. In music or in anything that you love to do passionate-wise, there's always that terminology that when you love what you're doing, you start growing. There's always ups and downs, but you always wait for lightning to strike. In this case, NASA struck.
Yeah.
Outer space, like to the moon. And now your song's being played by Artemis II icons, astronauts.
Yeah.
But there's more to this story. It wasn't
so
just
much
NASA calling you because somebody personally went out of his way to make sure that your song was going to be heard around the world through satellites and everything else.
Let's get you to that point because
Let's go right to
what
it.
that weekend we didn't know what to do. We talked about, do we do anything?
Yeah, like what?
So by Monday we had decided we're going to go in and re-record the song, and we're going to shoot a video. And within a week we did it, and flew around the country, got it done, released the song, and then I wake up one day and I look at our Instagram and it's a message from the astronaut. We could not figure out how they played the song. And I text Marty another text and I said, you'll never believe this. It was him, and
Yeah,
I sent the text over to him.
that was the biggest question we got at first. Like, did you guys know about this ahead of time?
Yeah.
And it's like, are you kidding? Of course we did not. We
Yeah.
found out like everybody else. But
No, NASA called Marty.
Yeah.
Tell him the truth, dude.
like, hello, Marty.
You want speed
Who's
dial.
this? Oh, this is NASA. You know, it's
Yeah.
just we have human beings were catapulting towards the moon today, but we thought we'd take a little time out to check with you to see if it's cool that we.
Yeah.
I mean, that's ridiculous. So Reed reaches out to us and tells us that it was him. He's like, I'm the one that asked NASA to play this, and it's for my close circle of friends back home. It's our song since the '90s, and I wanted to honor them, but I also wanted to bring that same joy to my crew.
Yeah.
And so to look back on my part of writing that song, looking out a window as a kid, and then all these years later, they're looking out their window of Artemis back at Earth and looking towards the moon. Think about that.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
I love the analogy. Looking out my window in South Bend, Indiana,
Yeah.
to decades later, the astronauts are looking out their window, looking back at Earth, playing your song. And if you guys don't know, the astronaut is Reed Weissman.
Yeah. Commander.
Commander
Reed
Weissman,
Weissman.
who commanded your song
He
to
sent-
be on the moon.
His message, his first message to us was, hey guys, love the brand new version. The song that we did, and everybody's like, why would you do that song again? And Marty and I had decided we wanted to connect that song with that Artemis trip. We want that forever to be connected.
Yeah.
And exactly how we play it now. We actually did two versions. We did our live version,
Yep.
and then we did a nice abbreviated version.
Oh, it's
That's
incredible.
what we did.
Yeah, and I know we spoke off camera. Now, before we get into, because I want to talk about the name of the band, they are. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. But let's keep it flowing with the Reed thing. They're inviting you out to NASA, right?
Yeah.
You guys got to feel like kind of a weird version of Armageddon. Like you're Bruce Willis getting a phone call, like, "Hey, we need you to drill a hole." And in your case, hey, we need your music. And you're like, what's going on here? Now, are you going to work out a deal where you don't have to pay taxes anymore? Like, what's going on here?
That's actually
Well,
next.
Yeah.
Like-
So we connect with Reed, which is an absolute amazing thing. And yes, he invited us to NASA. He invited us to some other things. He's going to come out to a show.
Yeah.
Literally, I think it's next
We're going to
week.
meet him in 2 weeks, right?
2 weeks.
I want to see the Freddy Jones Band. Somebody got to hook this up. Freddy Jones Band playing in front of the spaceships, the shuttles. Have that in your background with the astronauts just enjoying it and like a crowd of people just celebrating the astronauts, celebrating your song. Because if they can do that for the 4th of July, that's the American holiday.
Yeah.
NASA is a part of that too. So let's just keep the momentum. July is a full month. So why
Yeah.
not celebrate America all month and just add another event and having you guys play with other bands as well, but open it up within a Daydream, reimagine with you and the astronaut crew. What do you think about
Yeah,
that?
we love that idea. And, we've been completely caught off guard about all the things that have come our way. We're working on some partnerships with some large companies, a lot of really cool stuff. We've gotten to know Reed. I mean, we have a group text with him called Freddy in Space that Marty and I are on with Reed. And, it's weird feeling to think, I could text an astronaut right now if I want. And he'll hit us back.
It's like, hey, Reed, can you do me a favor? You're in a dead spot. Could you hop over 3 craters? Because we can't hear you right now, bro.
Yeah.
You're AT&T. You may have to change to T-Mobile. We can't hear you up there. So let's talk about, because I spoke to you, let's talk about your name. Okay, the name is the Freddy Jones Band. Ain't none of you named Freddy. And they're not even
People
here.
think
Tell
he
me
is.
about that name. Oh, they think you're Freddy, like Krueger? You got a lot of looks going for you, right? You know that, right? You like Marty McFly meets Art Carney in Honeymooners meets Freddy Krueger, man. You got all these looks going on, bro. I don't know if I should hug you, kiss you,
No,
or get the freak out and not sleep anymore.
The blue. I wanted to do the blue meth shirt, with the.
Moby.
Yeah, no, the blue meth from the show Breaking Bad. You know how he has the hat on and he has
I've got that look going too.
And I just wanted to put Freddy Jones Band with Marty's face and the hat,
Yeah.
but I didn't know if I don't know.
I love that.
Yeah. It's
So
just,
take me to that story with the Freddy Jones Band, because there's a story behind it.
All right, so I was telling you earlier that the label that we were on, God bless them, they did a brilliant move. They made it look like, in my opinion, that they were really on our side.
Yeah.
And they sent a press release out. So everywhere we went on tour, every interview just like this, they got a thing ahead of time saying, whatever you do not ask those guys about the name of the band.
Right.
So what does that do? That draws nothing but attention. And everywhere we go, it's the first question. Every person thinks that they're coming up with like the killer, you know, the bullet, the magic bullet question. So we started making up all these crazy stories because we thought the original story was rather boring.
Yeah.
And it's not that great of a story. So that's why we came up with all these stupid stories. But the real story is we were in school, a bunch of kids, and there were some guys in school before us that had a band, and they all left. They were named the Pat Giblin Band, believe it or not.
Pat Giblin Band.
Pat Giblin's about to be really famous.
Yes. Pat was not in the band.
No.
Pat was just their buddy. I think they practiced in their basement or in his basement. And so they all graduated, they all left, and here we were. So it was our turn, and I thought that was kind of clever. I don't know. Like, we didn't think it was going to be a serious thing. We're just kids in school. So I'm like, I don't know, Freddie. Someone said Jones. I'm like, that's it. The Freddy Jones Band.
Freddy Jones Band.
And everyone will wonder who that person is. You know, that's the real story.
Yeah, but it's a great story because if you think about it, most of the greatest bands in the world, you always want to know where they came the name from, like whether it's Pink Floyd, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Sure.
Like, where did you come up with these names? And when you hear the story, it's not what you think.
It's funny that you mentioned that. You know, when I've been figuring this band name thing out for a long time, and fans of all those bands, and I think the band and the music, the identity of the band and the music makes the name. You could name it Red. You could name it Green.
Yeah.
You could name it whatever you want, Sky. And the music will make that name, just like the Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
When you listen to that music,
it's incredible.
You think of Red Hot Chili Peppers.
It's incredible. Now, not only are you going to be a NASA, you develop a relationship with Commander Reed Weissman, which is obviously an honor. And I think it's an honor for him, too, because you're a musical artist. And whether you believe it or not, artists that we listen to become our mentors, our people we always want to listen to. So I'm sure Reed had butterflies in his stomach when he got to meet you, because your song meant so much to him. We don't know what they go through up there. Right? They don't know the ups and downs, but your song put them at ease. Like, if you think about it, your song became the equilibrium of sanity to sane, because they're missing their family, they're missing their friends.
Yeah.
But your song,
and they don't know if they're coming back alive.
Exactly. So think about that way. You made a difference now around the world, but you also made a difference to people that are doing exploration for the future that we're all looking forward to one day. We never know where it can happen, where maybe we're living on the moon one day. And maybe your song becomes the catalyst. You just don't know.
Yeah.
And it's incredible.
Well, this is a guy that was landing on aircraft carriers. And he said he would put that song on every single night while he was deployed. And it helped center him.
Yeah.
And it got him through it.
So you guys are touring right now. It won't be up tomorrow, but I know tomorrow night you're playing right here in New York City at Sony Hall. How are you loving that, man? Sony Hall is the premier venue.
It's right here.
It's
somewhere
right next door.
It's upstairs, or is it next door?
It's right when you go next door. It's downstairs. And
it's that way.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's easy. Yeah. They're going to love you guys.
We like to stay close.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah. This is Chicago, like lazy people. Like, we don't. we want a hotel that we can just wake up and then go on stage. Now, here's one thing: nobody wants to hear that you're late for your own party.
Yeah.
Especially if you're upstairs, because I'm gonna let them know, like, guys, he's in room 304. Go get him.
Yeah.
All you paid fans.
We are very rarely late. Almost yesterday to our show.
Oh,
we
man.
were stuck in some traffic, but we are never late.
Close call yesterday.
Yeah.
But it's incredible, man. Your journey from decades in the past to what you guys are doing now. You can't write that. And you know what? The advantage of social media, look at what, people may not like it all the time, but look at what it's doing.
Yeah.
It opened up a new world for you. You can create a new Freddy Jones Band with the new, array of following.
Yeah.
And then before you know it, other opportunities are going to come along. and you guys will have a lot more songs you could write. You never know where Reed would be like, yo, we got to do a follow-up.
Yeah.
Like if we do it again, we may want you guys to write another song as we fly up. You ever think about that as well?
You never know. I mean, we've had opportunities in the past that we probably should have taken advantage of with certain songs and, partnerships and stuff. But yeah, life is that way. We're going through one day at a time, and here we are right now, and it's been awesome. I mean, we really needed this, honestly. We're an independent band now.
Yeah.
So we're not on a label, The band was on labels for years and big management. The band is run by us two. So
listen, at the end of the day, independence, I'm independent.
Yeah.
You have control over the narrative.
Sure.
You have control of your money, what you do, even if you have management. And at the end of the day, you're able to do things you can't do when you're under a label, which is a blessing.
I agree. And I want to mention one thing that Reed did that was so awesome. Shared about the new song on his Instagram. I mean, when he posted that and I read that, and when you get a chance, go check it out on Reed Wiseman's Instagram.
Speaking of Instagram, if people want to follow your career, follow your tour, where can people really get to know the Freddy Jones Band and you guys as well?
FreddyJonesBand.net, our Instagram. All the links are on our website.
Okay.
You can't miss it. Go to FreddyJonesBand.net.
Google Freddy Jones Band.
Google.
Yeah.
Well, listen, guys, it's an honor to have you here today. Congratulations on everything. I know how
Thanks,
happy
brother.
you guys
Appreciate
are,
it.
of course. Guys, listen, at the end of the day, this is Freddy Jones Band. We got Rich Ross. We got Marty Lloyd. But like my man Ralph Crandon said, when it comes to music, it can go to the moon, it can come back home and hit you in the heart. But what he always said to his wife, to the moon and back. And that's what this song is representing all over the world, from NASA to home. It's your man Todd from FaceTime with Todd Warden. But at the end of the day, like I always say, if you're not living a passionate life, then whose life are you living? Take care, guys. I'll see you soon. FaceTime with Todd Warden is proudly sponsored by Fix Your Fungal Nail by Fix Your Feet Products, formulated by podiatric surgeon Dr. Yolanda Ragland to clear nails of fungal infection. For more information, go to fixyourfeetproducts.com. And by Sharp Lens Photography, capturing excellence since 2011. For more information, go to sharplensnyc.com.